Spotify Wrapped of 2025 is finally here. I've been super excited about recording this video. If you guys want a quick look at what it was for last year, I will pop it up on screen. I did want to do a reaction for this, but I was a bit too eager. So we dive in, and yeah, so as you will have seen with the pop-up how much minutes I had listened, and for this year I had a whopping 295,685. Yeah, your boy is doing his cheat codes again of having his Spotify playing overnight and, you know, just whacking it on and having it on mute. So that's, yeah, 205 days worth of playing. So much people did have arguments against me about this whole, like, playing it and then having it on mute, as it could affect it. Afterwards, we have this kind of thing with the genres. I had 290 genres listened, and as we have our top genres, we have soft pop as number one, melodic rap, which I only think actually is popped up only from recent listens. We have folk pop, EDM, absolutely love it, and a bit of country. I was surprised when I had seen this earlier on. I was thinking that I'd see a bit of rock or a bit of pop rock because of certain artists I've been listening to and becoming a big fan of. You know, I really thought that rock would be in top 5, but you know, I'm not gonna complain. The next thing we have is this whole age is just a number thing, so what your listening age is to, and seeing that mine is age 21. You were into music from early 2020s, your taste is trending. We move on to how many songs I've listened to this year. I have played a total of 8,101 songs this year. I'm actually pretty excited because I've always been the kind of person to I tried to change my music taste up. I tried to listen to more. I really liked what they did here where you had to guess your top 5 songs. Now when I seen this, I was thinking, why the fuck is Matt Hansen in there 3 times? Out of all of them, Falling by Tay T was my number 1 song. Then we have Selfish by Mackenzie McKay, which I really grew up on. This art, like, Mackenzie McKay is an unreal artist. I wanted him to pop up in my 2024 Wrapped, but he didn't. This is where I have to pause it. So we have Matt Hansen, Something to Remember, Where You Belong and Let Him Go. I don't understand how this has happened because I genuinely feel like I have not played him as much. I feel like in the past 2-3 months I have barely played Matt Hansen. Now I will actually show you a list. I'll pop it up on screen as well. What my choices were was Falling by Tay T. I wanted Selfish by Mackenzie McKay because they're both very good songs. One Life by Mike Perry. Long Story Short by Voila, which is a rock band. Harder to Lie by Elijah. There are other songs that I would have wanted to fit into the top 5, such as Nice to Meet You by Miles Smith and one of Alec Benjamin's songs, and so I am a little bit disappointed to see Matt Hansen with 3 songs onto my thing. I've listened to 103 albums this year. I really wanted to swap into rock with like Bad Omens, you know, Sleep Token. Yeah, with the top albums we have Signs by Tay T. So I listened to this song for 2,371 minutes. So now with my top 5 albums that I've listened to, which I'm actually a very big fan of that they've actually done, Signs by Tay T, we have 2 albums by Camilo, Alex Warren with You'll Be Alright Kid Chapter 1, and then we have Stephen Stanley, Divided Frame of Mind. He's another rock artist who I would have loved to pop in. Now to move on with our big thing of our podcast, I listened to 8,795 minutes worth of podcasts, and out of all of those, my top podcast was indeed, we have a return of a fan favorite, The Fellas. I just cannot get my bloody eyes off these lads. So I streamed 3,502 minutes and I'm a top 9% fan. Our top podcast, so number 1 is The Fellas, number 2 Shits and Gigs, which are honestly, I'm surprised that they didn't go into number 1 since they're just unreal. Jack Mate Happy Hour, Family Ties with Tobe Jizzle, and then we have The Dark Side of Internet. And so overall during the year I've listened to 2,534 artists, and out of all of them we have our 5 best artists. So we have a competition of Matt Hansen, Mackenzie McKay, Camilo, Kyle Hume and Munn. As we know, Matt Hansen and Kyle Hume both came up, and then 3 new lads, Mackenzie McKay, Camilo and Munn. I'm actually very surprised that Camilo has made it this far. I feel like I didn't play him as much. I feel like other artists should have taken his spot. So then we have this cool race thing here. It shows us all these artists and the months that we've streamed them for, and yeah, Matt Hansen is just darting straight ahead into first, which makes him my most listened to artist, as I spent 13,178 minutes with them. Now, I will personally disagree. I'm not saying that I don't like him, it's just I really thought that I would have maybe got a different artist, because I really felt like I wasn't playing him as much as in the last 3-4 months, because I was trying to give a chance to other artists to really put their name out. Then we have this big leaderboard of super fans, which I thought was very funny when I first seen it, but I am his 85th listener in the world. Our top 5 artists there. And now a word from one of our favorite artists, as we have the usual, a little message.
If you're seeing this, that means that you are in my Spotify Wrapped this year, and I cannot thank you enough. Thank you guys for always sticking with me and being here. I'm in Joshua Tree right now, currently wrapping up my first album. I know, that's wild. I know it's been a very long time. You guys have waited very patiently, but it's finally on the way, and there's so much amazing stuff in 2026 that I have to share with you guys. So I cannot wait to share this album with you, and once again, thank you.
Yeah, I'm severely surprised, but at the same time, I'm very happy that he has ended up as my #1 artist. All of your listening made something bigger, and so it kind of has, we're kind of back into this thing of the type of club, Soft Hearts Club. Your club believes that vulnerability is the key and your role is a leader. Your listening is strongly aligned with club values, making you perfect role model. I think I'm the complete opposite, to be honest. You're in great company. I am 34% of global listeners in my club. And so there's also club favourites of Alexander Stewart, Camilo, NF, Matt Hansen 1, and Cody. I think he was one of the artists that I would have really liked to see in my top 5. Yeah, we have the victory lap, kind of looking at these folders. Biggest listening day was on January 13th, and I love how they've kind of talked about certain artists, how many tracks and artists I've listened to, and is saying all the stuff about my file, about what the file is under. Goes into April with repeat heavy day. So I was playing a bunch of artists on repeat, which is very cool. So I had people like Cody, Christian Gates, Otar Murphy, and yeah, with their album. Then we head into the birthday, and so we have Lewis Capaldi for my birthday, my 21 hour, good God. So weaving through 238 minutes of his tracks from midnight into the morning. By afternoon, you had Alan Walker, Imagine Dragons, 2,176 minutes with 394 tracks. August 16th for our day with Matt Hansen with his songs of Letting Go, Chemicals, Versions of Forever, and that was mixed in with a bit of Mun, Mackenzie McKay and other stuff. And so I believe this was also the point in time where his tour was happening, so when he was performing in the Academy. And then we have our biggest podcast day, we have the Fellas of 900 Minutes, and then the Dark Sides of Internet Culture, and then we have Family Ties, which is also very good. My overall thoughts on this is that I absolutely love their blend of this is your month and these are the artists, and I loved how they did creativity. The clubs part, I'm not too sure myself, and I wasn't as surprised that they had a message about the favourite artists. I like how he pops in and how this whole race thing happens, which is very cool. The top albums I am a very, very big fan of. Seeing what my own top 5 songs were like. I did really want to see Tay Falling coming in. Matt Hansen's songs is like having 3 of his songs I'm not hugely a fan of, but I don't hate. I would have liked to see other songs. Another thing I was a big fan of is obviously you can have your top songs as their own like thing in your library. And one thing I absolutely love is, I'm not too sure if you'll be able to see it, but next to each song, it tells you how many times you've listened to that song. Where's Long Story Short in this? Oh my God. So, Voyla's Long Story Short, I've only played 121 times. I thought I would have played that a lot more times. I'm not gonna try and give the other artists a chance to shine. But yeah, that is my Spotify Wrapped. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what your top artists were and what your top albums were. That is it for 2025 Spotify Wrapped. I cannot wait for 2026. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.